Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of JAT Workshop and Design. Today, we're not really doing anything specific, but JAT has a new home. So I'm just going to go around and show you the improvements in space. Not currently all set up and laid out yet, but definitely will be looking forward to your guys' ideas and opinions on how to get this stuff set up and what you guys would like to see in the process of getting everything set up. Currently, right now, I have all the printers and everything like that just on the floor because I don't have a printer solution figured out at the moment. But I do have them up and running. And then I do have a new office space set up and laid out for a ship station, a little bit of an editing room, and a little bit of a studio away from the printers to hopefully get you guys some better audio. And then as you see behind me, the house that we bought did have a chalkboard wall, which is going to be kind of nice to be able to keep orders and stuff like that organized on the wall here. So we're going to cut to it's going to be cell phone footage video at the moment and show you guys the rest of the space. All right, first one I'm going to show you here is the studio slash office space and place for me to do the post-processing on the prints, etc. So what I have is a remote monitor set up here. Audio, camera, and then I did buy an actual tripod here to get you guys some more stable videos when I'm doing something a little bit further away. I do have my weigh station set up here, some packing stuff, got my little printer there, and then I just got my parts and boxes and stuff there to finish my voron builds. Over here, I have some extras that I throw in with my Etsy orders and stuff like that. A lot of failed dragon prints and stuff like that. And then cut off the tails, etc. And then I got some keychain pieces. And it's just something I kind of throw in with some of my Etsy orders and online orders. Just a nice little bonus for people to see. Basically cut out 3 or 4 or 5 links of one of the failed dragon tails or dragons I've shortened up in the past, etc. I just throw that in. It's a nice little bonus for people. I've got a box of some felts I can put on the bottom of my prints for wood tabletops and stuff like that. Nice that I can have stuff laid out and not in a mess. And then this half of the printer can either be my workstation or laid out for working on stuff or, layout for prints. Nice thing about the chalkboard wall, I can just mark right behind where the order is and then just lay out the stuff in front of it. And then my larger orders I can put up above and then just kind of check them off as I go. Some so I just don't have to keep multiple pieces of paper to keep track of, etc. Like that. And then, yeah, that's basically this room here. And I do have my computer set up in the closet here. And I do have cabling ran to the rest of the basement here for a couple remote USB places and then an HDMI to run to my main computer out in the living room. So it'll be nice to have everything ran off of basically one computer and 2 or 3 different workstations throughout the house, depending on need. Say if I need to make a quick adjustment while I'm in the printer room so I don't have to walk to a different room to do that, and I can be comfortable on my couch and print from the couch if I need to, or if I'm in here making some edits and stuff like that, I don't have to get up and I can monitor all the printers from any one of the 3 spaces at the same time, which is kind of nice. So moving on next, we'll move on to the printer room. Alright, so moving on into here, it is a little noisy at the moment because I do have the printers up and running, working on some orders. I do have a little bit of a short ceiling in this space, so I can't run any tall shelving or something like that. But I can't really decide if I want to do a custom built desk that comes up a few feet and then a layer and then a second layer up higher, up here to run a second row of printers, or if the best route is to just go ahead and get some industrial shelving and have all the printers on one shelving along that wall there and leave this open for future expansion, etc. And then I do have my filaments and stuff laid out in that corner there. So it's all easily accessible for the bulk filaments like the blacks and whatnot. And then I do have the filament drawer system that I showed you before, and then some space off to the left to expand that for future expansion. These have been working out really well. I do have a couple that have sagged a little bit, but it's just the bottom drawers that were sitting on the carpet before that didn't quite fit correctly. But this has been working extremely well to keep stuff organized and easy to see. And then it gives me a shelf here to lay out some extra parts, which I eventually will move to a corner shelf that I'm going to put in here in the closet area. So yeah, this is the printer room here. Definitely needs some love and some work, but I think it's going to be a great space and leaps and bounds better than my old setup that I had before. Another thing I did want to show off here is my process on the 0.2. It is up and going and operational. The video of the wiring process and setting this all up electronically, I decided to not edit and or do, as it was quite a boring process, because this is a new board in this machine, a new head up here. Finding documentation for that stuff was absolutely atrocious to find overall. So I decided not to bore you guys with that. So I just went ahead, got it mostly wrapped up here. I will have a video finishing up the top hat, and then I'll get you guys a video of some prints off of it. I have ran a few test prints and stuff off this machine. It does do extremely well. I did go ahead and do the filament run out and flow sensor here, just because I wanted to test this for a future Voron 2.4 build. And I got everything tucked in behind here. It is the RGB lights here and under here. It looks real cool when this thing is lit up. So look for that video when it comes out here in a few weeks. Touchscreen, I did get functioning with the Physitech kit. Basically what I did have to do in that whole process is run a separate Pi board to run Clipper screen off of, and then ran some wiring up from under here, and a couple other nice little modifications that I made to this machine to work with everything that I added to it. I will have a Nevermore installed into the side, and anyway, we'll get to more in depth with that on the next Voron update. And this here is pretty much just the living room area where I can remotely do stuff from my comfort of my couch, etc. And then of course we got the kitty there. Loves to be center of attention, so I put her right next to the TV. And this screen is ran off of that same computer. I ran HDMI cable through the ceiling here all the way down to that room. And then I do have excuse the mess here, we did just move in, it's been a process. I do have a sim rig set up here. We'll do a similar thing, run a cable out of that closet, down along the bottom of that, and then over to the sim rig. And then I'll have another TV on there. I may be making a second channel for some track racing stuff and some sim rig stuff like that. So that's something to look forward to in the future. Now with this new layout, I don't have to have my sim rig covered by my printers and all that type of stuff. And then again, excuse the mess here, just getting sorted out. Have the couch there. USB cable is ran, my other USB cable is ran underneath the space-board all the way along over there to the side of the couch for the keyboard and mouse setup. It's all working pretty well so far. In the meantime, just had some carpet put in upstairs, so all the boxes that we had upstairs, got set down here for the time being. The other thing I'm going through is setting up the house to be a smart house, ran off a Home Assistant. So a lot of stuff I'll have triggered off of the smart switches, stuff like that behind the light switches and or directly through smart lights in the ceiling. Still going through setting that up. I did buy a little Chewy Nook computer to run that. Don't know if I will have that on this channel or if I'm not even going to bother doing videos as far as that goes. If you guys are interested in that, let me know and I will post a couple videos of those and that process and what I am doing as far as that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the space that I have to work with. I added in a second little outlet here to work with the stuff. I did make an actual USB wall plug here that is ran off of the computer there. And then I'm going to do a 3D printed solution for my wire management down here. Still have some cleanup. I just did the outlet modification stuff over the last couple days. I did 3D print my own double outlet cover. I will probably be going through and doing some videos on some 3D printed upgrades around the house and stuff like that, as far as outlet covers in the kids' room and other accessories like that. Another big thing I want to do is in this big room has no formal baseboard down here. So I am going to design and print a baseboard that will have a light channel in it and then shines up to the wall for ambient lighting. And I will have that go all the way around the room. So that's something to look forward to in a future video. I'm gonna likely buy a belted printer for that process so it can be all one piece on these long runs. I think that'll be a pretty cool project. So yeah. So yeah, that was my quick update on how JAT is going and future processes, and hopefully a foreshadowing to a couple future videos here going forward. Looking forward to being able to expand JAT, expand my workspace, and have just better workflow overall as a whole here. Anyway, I just wanted to get this video out there. It's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks since I've had a video out, so just want to let you guys know that I haven't abandoned you and have something to look forward to on the channel. Thanks for watching, and as always, there's a few other videos that I'm sure you guys are interested in. If you're looking forward to some of these future videos, like and subscribe up here, and then whatever YouTube recommends for you to watch next, we'll put right up here. Thanks much, and have a great day.